You don't just be like, hi, I don't want you to do this. Like, what did you do? You need to have self-confidence. Learn to stand up for yourself. You need to really control your emotions, even in bad situations such as heartbreaks. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's good to have you back. I hope you're all well. For the new people here, this is Rona. Thank you so much for the support. In today's video, we are going to talk about habits to become a high value woman. A high value woman is one who has a strong sense of self-worth, confidence, and emotional intelligence. She's filled with integrity, the way she treats others, the way she conducts herself. That's how we define a high value woman. Here are some of the habits to become a high value woman. Number one, a high value woman is really confident and doesn't seek validation from others. She knows her self-worth, she knows what she deserves. It's a non-negotiable factor. You need to really be confident in who you are, study who you are, and conduct yourself in a way that is very confident to be seen as a high value man. The next point is manage your emotions and feelings. That's very crucial for you to become a high value man. You need to stop reacting impulsively. You need to really control your emotions no matter what someone does to you. Even in bad situations such as heartbreaks, you don't just cry and yell at a person. Like, you really have to conduct yourself in a way that you're in control of your emotions. Like, you don't just lash out, you don't just yell at people. You first calm down silently, you keep quiet. If it means to be alone, to give some time to yourself, to first calm down before you react. And you have to master that art. Like, you don't just yell, and people will respect you. They'll be like, this person. They will be so shocked if you really control your emotions. It's a very, very important aspect for you to become a high value woman. The next point is self-respect. As a high value woman, you need to have self-respect in all ways. This will make other people respect you as well. You can respect yourself in a way that you can really stand up for yourself in all situations. Learn to speak for yourself in a very respectful manner. A person who has self-respect, like, there is a way they speak. For you to respect yourself, you need to value yourself. If you don't value yourself, you're not going to respect yourself. So it's very important to respect yourself in all ways. And this will make you become a high value woman. The next point is practice self-care. Now, if you want to be seen as a high value woman, you need to practice self-care. Self-care involves you taking care of yourself. This can be through health care, like regular exercises to stay in shape. You need to eat a balanced diet. You need to sleep well. You need to take care of your hair, take care of your nails, check how you dress. And yes, people will look at you as a high value woman. The next point is you need to manage the way you speak. The way you speak is very important. In most cases, we think that when you speak loudly, when you speak at a high tone, you're going to be heard. No, people are not going to value what you're saying if you're speaking very loudly, very arrogantly. Like, you need to speak with grace. You need to speak with so much kindness. You need to speak on a low tone, and whatever you're saying is going to be considered more when you speak. Even if you're angry, just speak. Just be like, hi, I didn't like the way you did this. Very softly, hi, I didn't like the way you did this. Can you do better next time? Like, don't yell, don't quarrel. So it's very important the way you speak. And you will be seen as a high value woman when you speak like that. So you need to practice the way you speak when you're angry. Like, whenever you speak in a very bad tone, like, ask yourself, is this right? When you learn to manage the way you speak, you will be viewed as a high value woman. So this next point is going to surprise you. It's like, you think it's not so important, but it's very important. So the point is, invest in a high quality perfume. Yes, you had me right. You need to invest in those high quality perfumes to be seen as a high value man. It's a small habit that you wouldn't really think as it's so important, but it's really important. A high quality perfume is going to have you create impact without saying a word. You're going to walk in rooms, places, and you're going to leave a huge impact without even saying hi, without saying anything. And people are going to turn their heads and they're like, ah, which perfume is this? Everyone is going to be wondering, this person smells good. I don't know if you've met anyone who smells good and you're like, wow, what perfume is this? And you're just drawn to them. You just want to hug them. You know, that kind of vibe. Sometimes even when you hug them, their perfume is going to remain on you. Like you're going to go back home and you smell like them. So it creates a long-lasting impact on other people's minds when you smell good. It's a small habit, but yeah, try to practice it and you will make an impact. People will value you. People will even want to listen to what you're saying. So it's one of the habits that you need to have to be seen as a high value woman. The next point is change the way you walk. The way you walk is very important if you really want to become a high value woman. You need to walk with your head high. You know, you need to walk like this. Avoid walking while looking down. You have to walk with confidence and you really have to maintain a steady pace as you walk. You have to walk moderately, not too fast, not too slow, but very respectfully. And people are going to look at you and be like, wow, this lady, the way you walk, you have to walk with confidence, you have to walk with grace. Your posture matters so much in order to be seen as a high value woman. Even the way you sit is very important. Don't sit like this. No, you have to sit very straight. Your posture is very important to be seen as a high value woman. So practice that and you move heads, you make wonders. So the next habit to be seen as a high value woman is communicate with grace. The way you communicate is very important in order to be seen as a high value woman. When you're communicating with a person, listen to understand. Don't listen to react. Listen to understand what they are saying. Sometimes you may be forced to interrupt. Maybe you don't like what they are saying and you're forced to interrupt them. Or you're like, you can't say this, No, let them speak. Finish speaking and then you can say what you want to say and communicate with grace. Show them that you understand what they are saying. However, even if what they are saying is not good, even if it doesn't matter what they are saying, but you need to show them that you understand. Listen to understand. That's how you really will be seen as a high value woman. You can't interrupt others. You have to make others feel seen, understood, and heard. You need to communicate with grace. You need to speak respectfully. So the way you communicate is also very important. You're going to leave a very long-lasting impression on the other person because they are going to be like, this person, the way they speak to me is very good, is very calm. So you really have to master the art of speaking with grace. They're not going to forget you because most people don't have that trait. So even sometimes someone comes when they already know how you're going to react because what they are going to say is very sensitive. But when you show them that you're going to be calm, you're going to be graceful, it's going to be surprising to them. So you need to really master the art of communicating with grace in all aspects. It doesn't matter what you're communicating. And also the way you communicate, what you're talking about has to impact others positively. For you to be seen as a high value woman, you can't just be saying certain things. You have to watch what you say. You have to ask yourself, what is this I'm saying? What impact is it going to leave on this person? Are they going to cry about it? Are they going to be happy about it? You have to ask yourself what impact it's going to leave on a person as you speak to them. Don't just communicate about things without, asking yourself what impact it has on this other person. So it's very important to communicate with grace as a high value woman. So right now we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for listening to these habits. If you picked some habits, you can let me know in the comment section what habits stood out, what habits you're still trying to learn, the things we struggle with. So let me know what you're struggling with and what habits you really picked from this. This actually may not apply to only women, but men as well. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.